Want to see more cool videos on our channel? We do, so press this bell and enable to send notifications.
Alright, today let's look at some of the top 10 swimming pools you're likely to drown in. Question is, are you a good swimmer? Being an okay swimmer won't cut it in some of these waters. Number 10. Joyon Water Park. If you've been around the world, you know that wave swimming pools are some of the most popular. They give tourists and visitors the very spectacular chance to enjoy the unpredictable peaks as well as ups and downs without ever stepping foot onto the beach. You'd think waves in a controlled environment are safer. Turns out that the equipment used to create these waves can be quite catastrophic. In July 2019, there was an accident in China as people tried to have some fun in one of the pools when the machine malfunctioned and created a wave that was much, much bigger than the pool could accommodate. The aftermath was that people were thrown up in the air and came down crash landing on some of the tiles. There was blood everywhere as people tried to run to safety, afraid that another uncontrollable wave would come their way. In total, 44 people were seriously injured. As management tried to figure out what had happened, it was suspected that one of the controllers had been drunk while operating the machinery. Later on, this was dismissed, and it was later explained that the wave was as a result of a power cut, which had caused the malfunction. This then meant that such an incident could easily occur again in the near future. Number 9. Deep Joy Y40. Located in Italy, this is one of the deepest pools in the world. It's compared to a 40-story building. It's designed in the traditional style and is cylindrical in nature. This one is not for regular swimmers like you and me. This is mostly for scuba divers who are out to seek adventure. Deep in the pool, there are caves and crevices that offer an out-of-this-world experience. There's also a ledge where people can walk through. This is quite a risky affair being that deep. Anything could happen, and while in that deep, help is not guaranteed. It's quite a risky affair. Anybody who dives into the Deep Joy Y40 is expected to sign a waiver just in case they encounter a difficulty that might endanger their lives. Number 8. San Alfonso Del Mar. This magnificent pool is located in Chile Alfonso Del Mar Resort and is considered one of the biggest in the world. It covers over 20 acres, and when we talk about depth, it's 115 feet deep. Get this, it contains almost 66 million gallons of water, and from one side of the pool to the next, it's similar to 20 Olympic swimming pools. How it works is that water is sucked in and filtered from the ocean and brought into the pool. The cost to maintain this pool is around $3 million a year. When you look at the pictures, there seem to be no human activities inside the water. This is because no one is allowed to swim in the pool. It's only open to boats and kayaks. If you decide to break protocol and jump into the pool, the security will get you out in a hurry. The reason there's no swimming in the pool is simply because there's no way a lifeguard will get to you if you go away into the deep waters. Some rumors going on also reveal that when it was opened, there was a young boy who drowned in the king-size pool. Number 7. Chongqing. When the temperatures decide to go up a notch, wouldn't it be nice to just go and dip into the pool to cool off? In 2016, in the city of Chongqing in China, the temperatures went all the way to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. At that point, everybody had the same idea, to go to the local pool. The pool was so crowded that there was no place to actually swim. This also posed a few challenges when it came to safety and security. The questions were, what if there was an emergency evacuation? How difficult would it be to get people out of the water? Also, in the case of someone drowning in the water, would it be possible to save them in all the milieu? Environmentally speaking, what are the pollutants in the water? Is it possible to deal with such a problem? Number 6. Library Blood Red Pool. There's more than what meets the eye when you talk about the Blood Red Throne in Library Resort in Thailand. Some tourists end up being so overwhelmed and disoriented, believing that the water has actually turned this color. That red color affects some of the visitors and swimmers, hypnotizing them. Yet it's not the natural color of the water, it's the color of the tiles that line the pool. The illusion that you're swimming in some red waters does spook some of the swimmers. That said, if you ever get to swimming in the red waters, just be a little extra careful. Most times it's hard to see the bottom of the two, and one can go crash landing into the slab at the bottom, and that'll be the last thing they ever do. Number 5. Skeleftier. This happens every February in Sweden, Skeleftier. It's a winter swimming pool competition which challenges the best of human nature and endurance. This happens in a 25-foot swimming pool, and the essence is, this pool is made from 2 pieces of cut-out ice. The location of the competition is 100 miles away from the Arctic Circle, which is one of the coldest places. Once you get into the water, you feel a burning sensation as well as chest cramps, which make it sort of difficult to breathe. It's very easy to become unconscious after only 15 minutes in the pool, which is at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, you could die in an hour if you don't get adequate treatment. For this reason, there are a couple of lifesavers and medical staff around the venue during this competition. Additionally, there's a sauna and hot tub just next to the pool for the participants, so they can quickly get warm before the hypothermia kicks in. Some of the people who take this up swear by it and insist it has a myriad of benefits. This includes the reduced insomnia, reduced depression, as well as weight loss. Wait, what? While all that could be true, the risk of being in such waters is immeasurable. Number 4. The Pool of Death. When you're in Hawaii, there are so many places you can swim in. One specific place stands out, and it's known as the Pool of Death. It's a place called Kauai, which is on the coast and is made from volcanic rocks. The waters in this place are 100% clear. The place is also conducive for cooling off and relaxing. The thing is, the waves can suddenly come up and become ferocious. If that happens, they could easily knock people off their feet and into the water. A couple of people have lost their lives, either by losing control once the waves take them, causing them to drown, or just being thrown onto the rocks and dying instantly. Even though most of the people who visit this place know the dangers, they just take the risk because it's popular and scenic. Number 3. Nemo 33. Before the opening of the Y40 in Italy, Nemo 33 was one of the biggest and deepest pools at 113 feet. It contains 660,000 gallons of spring water, and this water is constantly heated at 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Some of the divers go in there to explore the caves. Even with its very clear water, when you're at the surface you can't see the bottom. The pool is open for both professional and amateur divers. What happens, however, is that no one is allowed inside the pool without an instructor or a buddy. Additionally, the only people that are allowed need to be over 12 years old. To date, there's been no documented accidents or incidents at the pool, and this is probably because of the very strict measures that the management of Nemo 33 adhere to. While you're that deep in the water, if any accident does happen, it'll be nearly impossible for anyone to be saved. Number 2. Marina Bay Sands. Found in Singapore, these bay sands are home to one of the biggest pools in the Marina Hotel. This is the Infinity Pool, which is at the top floor and is the highest in the world. It's at an altitude of 1,115 feet, and swimmers can go to the very edge and enjoy the spectacular view of the city. Without a doubt, this is not a place to go if you have a fear of heights. The place has been known to freak out some people, as it's so odd swimming in such unnatural conditions. The place is also prone to some extreme temperatures and weather changes, and when this happens, maneuvering in and out of the pool needs a lot of assistance. And number 1, the Devil's Pool. This is a natural pool that has formed by itself over time and can be found at the edge of Victoria Falls in Zambia. It's a spot at the edge of the pool that's seemingly perfect for swimming, as it's surrounded by rocks. The rocks protect one from falling off the cliff. Interestingly, it's one of the places you would get the best selfies, complete with a sunset at times. That being the case, one wrong move and the currents will take you under the Victoria Falls. Imagine falling off a 355-foot waterfall. A few deaths have been reported in the past. This is not enough to deter most of the people who are daring enough to go swimming. They also feel it's worth the risk, if only they can experience the world in such a way. If only for a fleeting moment. That's just about it for today. Do you have enough stamina to swim in the deep man-made pools, or would you rather go out and enjoy natural pools? Tell us about it in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please let me know by clicking the like button. Do share, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can catch up my next video.